All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. We're super excited to welcome All Access Life with us today. My name is Kelly Jacoby. I'm here at the Delaware County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and we are super excited to bring this presentation with you, to you today in partnership with 4 other county boards. So today we have represented Ashtabula County, Guernsey County, Hancock County, and Franklin County, as well as, of course, Delaware County. So that means we are actively live streaming to 5 different counties in Ohio, countless numbers of watch parties. So we're super excited about that. Very excited to have All Access Life with us today. We will be recording today's session, so we will be able to reference it back if you'd like in the future. We do welcome and encourage any questions. Please be sure to type them in the Q&A box in your Zoom control panel. If you're joining us on Facebook Live, please utilize the chat feature. We will be monitoring those, and we'll have a Q&A session towards the end of the presentation today. Today's presentation is going to be led by Brad Haven and Dan O'Connor with All Access Life. Brad was born with cerebral palsy, but he has never let it hold him back from living life to the fullest. What started out as a job for Dan at the age of 19, working as Brad's full-time aide while he attended high school, has turned into a journey that neither one of them would have ever expected. Over the years, Brad and Dan have built a really unique and everlasting friendship. They're now using their unique journey and experiences with adaptive products and assistive technologies to help and inspire others. With that, I will go ahead and turn everything over to them. Let me get my screen off here and you guys can take it away. There we go.
Thank you very much for that introduction, Kelly. Much appreciated. Brad is just going to share his screen with us right now. And we're going to start things off here with an introduction.
Hey everyone, my name is Bradley Haven. I was born with nonverbal, spastic, cerebral palsy, but I never let it hold me back. The goal of today's presentation is to talk about the importance of accessibility in gaming and how gaming is for everyone.
And my name is Dan O'Connor. And what started out as a job for me at the early age of 19 led me on a journey I never would have expected. Brad and I, we share a very unique journey. We've been working together for over 13 years now, which is always mind-blowing to say because it feels like just yesterday we started working together. And over all these years, obviously, we developed a huge passion for adaptive products, assistive technologies, and anything basically related to accessibility. So basically, we decided to use our experience and our knowledge to create the first ever
one-stop shop
for adaptive products. So Bradley and I, we built our website, www.allaccesslife.org, and we launched our nonprofit All Access Life 4 years ago. Our mission with All Access Life is to empower people with disabilities to live their best life. Now we also have social media channels like YouTube and Instagram where we review and we showcase trending adaptive technologies and products. And just Brad and I, we just love showcasing trends in accessibility. And today we're super delighted to be talking to you all that are joining us today about adaptive gaming. This is a subject and a topic that Brad and I are very passionate about. We're both avid gamers. So without further ado, we'll start things off here with an introduction and Brad will let you know a little bit about his channel.
I'd now like to take a few minutes. I have to go to the... Hey everyone, I'd now like to take a few minutes and talk about my journey as someone living with nonverbal spastic cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is caused by lack of oxygen to the brain at birth. For my parents, it was scary because they didn't know anything about cerebral palsy and weren't sure what my life would be like. I don't think they would have ever thought that I'd be giving a virtual presentation using my eyes, ha ha. The moment that my parents knew I could understand what was happening around me, was around the age of 3. We were all watching the movie, The Fox and the Hound. When the lady dropped off the fox in the wild and left him, I started to cry. My parents knew at that moment I could understand. I'm fortunate to have a very loving and caring family who take great care of me, and who were my voice growing up when I didn't have one yet. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters and I am the baby of the family. Around the age of 4, I was introduced to the world of AAC, which stands for Augmentative and Alternative Communication, which is a term that's used to describe various methods of communication that can help people who are unable to use verbal speech to communicate. AAC methods vary and may be personalized to meet each individual's needs. I was so happy to finally be able to express myself. As the years went on, I continued getting an education and advancing my communication at my elementary school, Mackay. The Mackay Center School educates children with motor, speech or sensory difficulties, and they had a huge impact on my life. I had so many amazing influences at Mackay that helped me grow as an individual, and helped me learn how to communicate, such as speech and language pathologists, occupational therapists, teachers and PABs. When it was time for me to enter high school, I was very scared. The staff at Mackay wanted me to go to a mainstream high school, instead of a specialized one. I was nervous because I wasn't sure how I would be accepted. I wasn't sure if I would be able to make friends, or be bullied or not accepted in general. But John Rennie opened its arms to me, and I'm so thankful that I was pushed in this direction, by the therapists and teachers at Mackay. I made so many lasting friendships, took part in leadership camp which gave me a huge boost in confidence, and I made so many more lifelong memories. This was also where I met Danny and our journey would begin. When it was time to move on to college, I was equally as scared, because I was once again separating from the majority of my friends and moving on to college-level material. I was nervous that college would be very hard and I would have a hard time keeping up. I was also worried that I would lose Danny as my aide and have to start fresh with someone else, but luckily Danny stuck by my side. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Thanks to the amazing Accessibility Center at Dawson, they guided me better than I ever could have imagined. They made the transition very smooth and were always there when I needed them. I also discovered eye tracking midway through my college career, which made using my computer and communicating almost instant. This made schoolwork like essays get finished in a fraction of the time.
All right, Brad, thank you very much for that. So we wanted to now share a quote with you that we found online. The quote reads, "The video game industry is huge and shows no signs of slowing down. While there's almost 2 billion video gamers across the globe in 2015, this figure is expected to rise over 3 billion this year. And that is a lot of gamers." Now, although the gaming industry, it grants access for billions of people to play video games online individually or socialize with their friends, it also used to exclude an entire community of people with disabilities. Now, we're going to let you guys know what Brad's gaming career was like up until the software and the hardware became compatible for him to play.
That's right. Crickets. My gaming career was non-existent growing up. I remember I'd just sit there passively watching my friends and siblings play video games, such as Banjo and Kazooie, Super Mario Bros. And many others. I would be cheering them on from the sidelines. I would imagine what it would be like to play myself, to run around freely in a video game exploring an entirely new universe and interacting with other players online, or take on the role of one of my favorite superheroes and have special powers. I knew there was no way I'd ever be able to play using the standard controls or on a mouse and keyboard, so these remained part of my imagination. However, I knew I was a gamer at heart, and it saddened me that I wasn't able to participate. Sure, there were some basic games on some of my AAC devices that I could play, but nothing compared to the mainstream games that my friends and family were playing. When I began using an eye-tracking AAC device, I got my first taste of gaming. The easiest way to explain eye tracking is that my eyes are the mouse. There was a game called Beat Shot that was basically an accuracy game where you had to shoot targets with your eyes. I would constantly try to beat my high score. I would also challenge others to use my eye tracker and try to beat my score, but no one could, ha ha. Fast forward a few months, in May 2018 I started hearing talk of this new controller Microsoft was creating called the Xbox Adaptive Controller.
So yes, so now what we thought we'd do here is we introduce the Xbox adaptive controller to you guys. This is it right here. Like Brad said, it came out in 2018. So it's got two large A and B buttons here in front of it. Focus the camera here. On the back, there's 19 different ports. Each of these ports you can plug in an adaptive switch, and each port does represent a different button on a standard Xbox controller. So let's just say if you wanted to program the A button here on an Xbox controller, you plug in an adaptive switch. The A button right here. The switch right there, and then be able to use the A button. What we'll do now, pretend Brad and I are about to start a gaming session here. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we have a mount on the back of the controller. We got this mount for, I believe, around $20 on Amazon. We actually mount the Xbox controller to the back of Brad's wheelchair. Just like this. There we go. So now it's nice and secure here on the back of Brad's chair. Then we take switches from Logitech's adaptive gaming kit. Bradley uses two head switches. A and B right here. I'm going to put them on either side of his head. One on the right side. And one on the left side right here.
Yeah.
And now at this point, I would take standard Xbox controller, I would turn on the Xbox, and then depending on what game we're playing, so let's say if we're playing a soccer game, for example, you look at the controller layout, and Brad would choose what he wants to do, like what buttons he wants to control. What buttons you want to control?
Pass and shoot.
Okay, so now Brad wants to control pass and shoot. So you want this side to be pass? Pass, okay. So now what we do is we'd figure out that the pass button was button A. I'd plug this switch here into the A port on the controller. And then this switch over here on this side would be shoot, and shoot would be B, the B button. So I'd plug this into the B port right here. And then at this point, now we would go into the Xbox accessibility settings, and we would activate the co-pilot feature. So now, essentially, these two controllers right here, the standard controller and the Xbox adaptive controller, are functioning as one controller. I control all the buttons on the standard controller, and Brad controls these two buttons here on his head switches, and we play together as basically like a team. And it's a lot of fun. Just to show you here, Brad wants me to put these switches in. So, Brad, if you want to give some test clicks. There we go. So now every time he hits this button, the soccer player is going to be passing. That's the way we set up, and every game is different. So depending on the game we're playing, if we're playing, we played Banjo Kazooie. So Banjo, he wanted to be the jump button. So it just depends on the game. We always change it up.
It also makes for hilarious gameplay.
Yeah, 100%. So for example, in a soccer game, Brad and I, like, since we're a team, we have to rely on each other. So I have to make sure he's passing at the proper time. So I'll be screaming, Brad, pass, pass, pass. Then when he gets close enough to the net, he has to shoot. So we kind of have to rely on each other. It makes for definitely hilarious gameplay. And every time we play, we're always laughing hysterically and just having such good time. So it's always awesome playing using the co-pilot feature. It's what we think is a very underrated feature.
We purchased the Xbox adaptive controller the first day it came out on September 4, 2018, and both of our lives would forever change. The first time I was hooked up to it, we played a fighting-style game called Tekken. I had 4 switches that were programmed to punch, kick, jump and move forward. It was a 1 versus 1 battle, me versus Danny. Let me tell you, I moved my character forward throwing everything at him. My character charged towards Danny's character hailing a vicious combination of punches and kicks. We were laughing hysterically. This was a moment we'll both never forget. A few days later we made a video review on this controller and the review went viral, getting over 1.3 million views. We knew this creation would have an impact, but we didn't realize how massive this impact would be. We now play video games together on a regular basis, and have created many gaming videos on our YouTube channel, which is called All Access Life.
All right, so now we got something really fun lined up for you guys. So I believe Chase here is going to play a video for you. So Brad and I, we recorded about 10 minutes of gameplay of us playing a variety of different style of games. We wanted to show you that basically every game is accessible using the co-pilot feature, since Brad is able to control these two buttons. So we always find whatever game Brad wants to play, we fire it up, and we played Banjo-Kazooie, we played FIFA, we played so many different games, and you guys will get to see here this 10 minutes of gameplay we recorded for you. In case whenever you're ready, you can play video number 1. Brad uses switches from Logitech's Adaptive Gaming Kit.
I use 2 head switches, programmed as the primary action buttons in a video game.
I control the rest of the buttons on a standard Xbox controller.
Together, we play as one controller, thanks to Microsoft's Copilot accessibility feature.
Jump, 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 jump. Where is he? Oh, no! You pull this down. No. Jump, jump, jump! It has to be one of these two. Come on. Open! Oh! Okay, go. Where is he? Which way is he coming in? Which way? Oh, he's coming in that way! I didn't know which way he was coming. I didn't know how to run right into him. Oh, what'd you get? What you gonna do? Oh! So this game here only required 2 switches, so we played 1 versus 1 against each other. You get this point, you win. Here. Oh, you see how I waited for you there when you got close? Yeah. Oh, guess who's making a comeback? Come here. Next point wins, buddy. May the best man win this point. You come at me here. Oh, that's what? Oh, you took it. You took it. Okay, bud. Oh, nice try. You got a little bit more juice on it than that. Oh, yes. Oh, just missed. Just wide. That was close, buddy. Here we go. This is all you. Oh, what's this? Okay, I'm going left. Okay, it's on you. Oh, you sailed it. Okay, bud. Oh, wide again. You're getting close now. Okay, bud, get ready. Now. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Yeah! There you go, bud. Rooney, too. Yes! It's a goal. Okay, so what I want you to do here is hold down the boost, then when you get near the ball, transfer over and double click the jump. Oh! Yes! Yes! Okay, that was a power shot right there. Power shot there, guys. Boost it, boost it, boost it. Now double jump it. Yes! Let's go! That was sick. Nice. Okay, so we're hopping into a 3v3, guys. This is our first time ever playing an online match together. So let's see how this goes. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Get ready for a double jump here. Get ready for a double jump. Go! Oh, you got it! Yeah, let's go! First goal. Let's go, guys. First goal online. Nice. That was awesome. We totally stole the other guy's goal there, but who cares? We're taking that. We're taking it. Jump, jump, jump. Twice. Oh, you almost had a big save there. You almost had a big save. That was close. Get ready for a double jump. Hold on, hold on. Oh, he demoed us. He blew us up. You wanna get revenge? Get revenge on? Okay, get ready. Okay, boost, hold boost. Oh, we missed him. Let's get this guy. Hold boost. Nice! There we go. Double jump! Oh, let's go, dude! Yeah! Okay, double jump. Nice save, yes! Double jump. Nice! Okay, what? Oh, nice! 3 for 3! Nice, okay, hold on. Boost! Oh, close. All right, so the 2 controls that Brad is gonna be using today are jump. So there we go. He's giving you guys a test jump, and then he also has the ability to grab onto things with the right trigger. So there you go. Now he's grabbing onto things. Okay, I'll grab the box, and you give me a button press here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You got it. Oh, no, you pressed it twice. One more time. Nice. Okay. No, you pressed it twice again. Okay, press. No. One more time. There we go, got it. I'm going away. There we go. Nice. There we go. This game is hilarious. This is like the funniest gameplay ever. Okay. Let's get a press on this one now. Oh. Yes, dude, nice. Here, I'll carry this over here. What do you think we have to do here?
We have to lift the box and then jump.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab one side of the box here. You grab the other side. Okay, and now I'm gonna try to lift it over our heads. Oh yeah, okay, so this part actually might be a little bit tricky because Brad has to help me hold the box and also jump. So those are the 2 buttons. So he can't hit both head switches at the same time. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do the jumping or do you want to do the holding?
Hold.
Okay, so you do the holding and I'll do the jump. Okay? All right, there it is.
Yes.
Okay, there's the hold. Let's get it overhead. Okay, you think it's high enough? You think this is good? Okay, good. Oh, hold on. Okay. You think that's good?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going for it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We got jump 1. Grab this. You think what I'm thinking?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, hold on to it. I'm gonna grab this too, and let's smash this glass. Let's go, dude. That was epic. Okay, so what do you think? You think we bank it off this wall? Hit it off this wall, okay.
Increase power.
Increase power, okay. What do you think about that? That's like half power. That's good? Left, right, anything?
Right.
To the right a little bit? You like that? All right, whenever you're ready, Brad, fire it up. Oh, don't go down. Okay, well, I'm gonna do free cam here just so we can see. So it's right here. Oh, it's behind this little. Okay. So we gotta jump this and we gotta get over that wood block, right? Okay. So let's go right here. So you think increase power? Okay.
Increase power.
Increase? Okay. Oh, could that be too much is the question. You're firing? Okay. Oh, that was sick. Dude, that was so sick. Nice. That was awesome. And this one.
Increase power.
You think that's, what do you think? Too much power? Oh, that's going to be close.
Decrease power.
Decrease? Okay. Yeah, ready to go? All right. Oh, off the side. Okay. So we got to go super light here. Good? Nice. There we go. Nice. Good stuff. All right, guys. We're just about to leave Banjo's house and let the adventure begin. Here we go. You ready? Pumped? Okay, so just to let you guys know, I'm controlling Banjo here with the thumbstick, So I'm just going around there in circles. And Brad has the ability to jump or attack. So right now he's giving you some test jumps. So that's on the left side of his head. And then the attack would be on the right side. Okay, one more time. Okay, ready. And now. Nice, bud. One more. Oh, close. Close. All right, guys, here's attempt number 2. You ready? Get ready. Yes, but okay, wait, okay. I'm gonna stay on the second platform now, okay? You ready? Here we go, for the second jump. Nice, bud, okay. One more platform, here we go. Get ready, bud. Yes! Oh, no, you're right there. I was so close. Nice, okay, okay. Oh. Bud, where was the jump there? Okay, platform 2. Here we go. This is the one. You ready? Okay. Yes, let's go, dude. Nice. Here we go. Oh, close. Ready? Here we go. Oh, you're ready. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Yes, let's go. And the last honeycomb piece. Yes. Nice. Go. Yes, nice. Let's get this one too. Go. Nice. And this one too. Oh, one more. Yes, dude. Triple. So yes, as you guys can see, Brad and I, even though Brad's only controlling those 2 switches, or even in some cases just 1 switch, we always have loads of fun. You know, we're always laughing hysterically, and it's amazing because any game is now accessible due to this Copilot feature. So just to mention, it is an Xbox accessibility feature. So to find it, you go in the Xbox accessibility settings, you just turn on Copilot. So we highly recommend checking out this setup.
Now I want to discuss eye tracking gaming in more detail. After the discovery of the Xbox Adaptive Controller, I was hooked on gaming. I wanted to see what advancements there were with eye tracking and video games. To my surprise, there weren't a whole lot of games that incorporated accessibility features that allowed me to play autonomously using my eyes. At the time, I decided to use my eye tracking software and see if I could play games using it. The software was called Windows Control 2 by Tobii Dynavox. It overlaid a toolbar that extends vertically on the right or left side of the screen and allows me to select different inputs. So, I began experimenting with many games. The games I had the most success on were click-based games. An example of a click-based game would be Path of Exiles. Everything in this game is done through mouse clicks. Moving the character, casting a spell, using a potion, equipping armor, interacting with your environment, it was all click-based, and I was basically on the same playing field as everyone else. It was an unforgettable moment the first time Danny and I met online in Path of Exile. He was at his place, I was at my place, and there we were hanging out in a virtual world doing quests together and slaying monsters as a team. It was amazing. One game we are both anxiously awaiting is Diablo 4. We plan on doing a full in-depth video review on how I play and a bunch of gameplay videos. The one thing I love about eye tracking gaming is that I can do everything autonomously. I don't have to rely on others to set up the switches, turn on the device, open up the game or select all the settings. I can do it all by myself. A few years ago, we were contacted by the creator of a video game called Hyperdot. This game was created with built-in accessibility features for eye tracking. This was a game changer. My eye tracking software always did the trick, but having built-in eye tracking features made me realize how much more enjoyable the game was and how much smoother of an experience it could be. The goal of the game was to use your eyes to control a target and dodge objects. There were 100 levels and each level got progressively harder. I love this game so much that we actually created an eye tracking challenge and challenged others to beat my high score, which was level 8. I thought it was a decent score, until someone literally beat the game, getting past level 100 using his eyes. He was able-bodied too, but I loved how this challenge brought everyone together. Gaming is for everyone. Another game that I experimented with was World of Warcraft. We didn't think I would be able to play this game since the character moved with W-A-S-D. However, Danny found an option where you could move your character with a mouse click, so I entered the World of Warcraft for the first time in my life. I was so overwhelmed the first time I began playing. I did have a little trouble with movement since the camera would always automatically adjust every time the character moved. This was pretty annoying, but eventually I got used to it. So, as you guys can see, it is possible for everyone to be a gamer with the right hardware and software. There are still a lot of improvements that can be made when it comes to accessibility options in video games, but I'm thrilled that things are slowly being created and developed.
Definitely. So yeah, so now everything that Brad just spoke of, we have for you in video format. So the next 5 minutes here, we're going to be showcasing Brad using his eyes to play video games. So Chase, if you want to play video number 2, you guys will get to see Bradley entering the World of Warcraft for the first time, playing some Hyperdot. That game is definitely a lot of fun. We'd recommend that one for sure. Yeah, tracking is awesome for Brad because he gets to do it autonomously. There we go. Hope you guys enjoy. So there, he just realized he was facing the wrong way there, so he's turning around his character. And Brad was having a hard time here climbing this tower, but he's relentless. So he tried to think about 10 times to climb it until eventually he got it.
I've experimented with many games and have had a lot of success with click-based games. We will be doing a detailed gaming video shortly, but for now here is a segment of me playing a game called Path of Exile. I'm actually able to play this game online, and one of the coolest moments of my life was when I met Danny online in the game, and we went on adventures together. Here is a picture of our first ever gaming encounter.
Yeah, this is a picture of the first time Brad and I met online in a game. It was an amazing experience. So the point of this game, Hyperdot, is Brad has to dodge all the flying objects. He's the green circle, and wherever his eyes move, the green circle moves. So he has to dodge, and each level gets harder. So all those red squares that are coming at him, he's got to avoid them. Yes, so that was eye tracking gamers, something Brad is very passionate about, and we're hoping that more games come out with eye tracking accessibility features, because the game you just saw there, Hyperdot, they had built-in eye tracking feature, so the game was basically built around eye tracking. So it's super compatible and was a lot of fun to play. I myself played it. I only got to, I believe, level 5 or 6. Brad was the pro; he made it all the way to level 8. So. Yeah, we were very surprised when somebody literally beat all 100 levels using his eyes. That was very impressive. So yeah, what we thought we'd do now is showcase Brad's device, explain his eye tracking device that he's using right here, and talk about some of the eye tracking games he's able to play on now. Because so first off, this device that he's using, it's from Toby Dynavon. It's called the TD Pilot, and essentially it's an iPad that allows for eye tracking. So Brad is showing you now, this is the assistive touch menu. So basically anything that we can do with our fingers, Bradley can do with his eyes here on this iPad. So right now I believe he has the scrolling feature active. He's scrolling through his apps here to show you guys all the apps he has. You can scroll right, scroll left. Let's say if he's looking at a picture and if he wants to zoom in, like how we use our fingers and do this, you can go to the assistive touch settings right here. And then you can choose custom and pinch. So then he's able to zoom in or zoom out. There we go. So he's zooming in or zooming out right there. As you guys can see, Brad has a lot of apps. So it's a lot of fun for Brad to be able to have access to the entire Apple ecosystem. So now basically no game is off limits. So any game that he wants to play here. So he's going to Bubble Witch Saga, plays this game often here at the office. He's really good at this game. So this game, what you have to do is aim each your thing and you have to match colors up. I don't really know how to play this game too much, but there's always some there's a lot of sounds going on. So it sounds like Brad's doing very well. Let's see, I think he's on like level 300 or something, level 298. I don't know if anybody else plays that game, but I think level 298 is pretty bad. You'll see here, wherever that Brad's eyes are that green circle there, and wherever he looks, and he shoots one of those bubbles, and you kind of match the colors. Got the red bubble now. So switching over to the blue bubble. Connected with some blue bubbles there. And if you're wondering how he's able to click, so Brad is using the dwell feature. I believe the dwell is at 0.6. So every 0.6 seconds, if Brad is looking in the same area, it'll act as a tap, as if he's tapping on the iPad screen. There we go. Going green here. Nice. see he's got some good aim. Oh, that one didn't work out. I think now here he's going to close. He's going to go back to the home screen here. Show you, hey, yeah, he absolutely loves it there. He has missions every day that he has to do there, or quests to complete, and he's often on this game. He tends to his farm here, so there's daily challenges. He's probably going to plant some corn or something. Oh, yeah, there you go. He's planting some corn. Right now, he's holding and dragging right now, so it's acting as if like fingers on the screen, and he's like moving it around. And again, yeah, Brad loves these eye tracking games because he's able to play these games autonomously. You know, with the Xbox, Brad and I play together using Copilot. I have to set him up and everything. But with eye tracking, he's able to open up these apps right here and play completely by himself. Boom Beach, this is another popular game, Boom Beach here. You have troops and you have to try to defend your base, I believe, and attack other bases. I have no idea how this game works, but you're gonna do an attack. All right, yeah, let's do it. All right. So I think now he's trying to take over this base.
I'm the horde!
Pretty good so far. Confident? You think you're gonna get it? Probably not. Got it? Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so like see any game, Brad goes on the App Store, downloads any app he wants, any game he wants, and then he gives it a try, and yeah, he's able to play autonomously. I'm showing you guys through the App Store. So occasionally he just goes on the App Store and checks out what are the trending games to play there. Right here, Roblox, and Call of Duty, Clash of Clans. The only issue sometimes games don't work or an app doesn't work if it loads vertically, right? It's when it loads vertically. Yeah, so like how we can just kind of rotate our iPad, he can't do that because it's an eye tracking device. So if the game does load vertically or the app does load vertically, then unfortunately it doesn't work. But in that case, Brad contacts the app developer and explains the situation that uses the eye tracking device, and he'd like for the game to load landscape mode. And he hasn't had much success with the developers reaching back out to him, but he still advocates for it.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have about 15
Thanks.
left here. Yeah, there we go. So if you guys have any questions for us, we'd be happy to answer any questions you have. We can continue showcasing Brad's device. Or any gaming related questions too.
Yeah, it looks like on the Zoom chat, we have someone that asked if there are any other gaming systems that have an adaptive controller.
Great question. You want to answer and then I'll elaborate.
PlayStation is coming with an adaptive controller.
Yeah, so we believe it's likely in the next year. Hopefully it gets released, but it's called Project Leonardo. And yeah, PlayStation made their own version of, let's say, the Xbox adaptive controller. So they have their own adaptive controller. It's similar where you can plug in adaptive switches into it and you can customize it to your liking. What's also really cool is that they're coming out too with eye tracking built within their VR headset. I believe it's actually already out. I think it came out a couple weeks ago. We still haven't got our hands on it to test it yet, but we're hoping that
We can't wait to get it.
yeah, exactly. So we're hoping that we can get our hands on this the VR headset, the PlayStation VR 2, I believe it's called, because if Brad is able to navigate the menus inside the VR headset using his eyes, that would be a total game changer. So
Yes.
that works out, and we can test that soon.
We have someone else that asked about the Hyperdot game, if that
Yes.
is used on the Toby.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You can purchase it off the Steam store. Like Brad is using it's a TD Pilot now, so I don't know if it would work on this one, but it is a game you can buy on Steam. So Brad does have another eye tracking device on a Surface Book Microsoft laptop. So he has Steam on there. It's basically software where you can download games, and you can purchase Hyperdot on the Steam store, and yeah, play it that way.
Let's see. It looks like somebody said they could watch you play video games all day, which I agree. Very,
Yes, love it. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have so much fun.
Haha, awesome.
Asked about if something's available for purchase. Troy, I'm not sure what you were referring to about for purchase.
Maybe the possibly the controller here and the switches, or
Yeah, if you could give us a little insight on that.
Yep. Yeah.
how to get those.
So Microsoft makes the Xbox adaptive controller right here, and Logitech makes these. It's called the Adaptive Gaming Kit, and it's a variety of 12 different type of adaptive switches, and it's very affordable. I believe it's only around $100, so we definitely recommend checking that out.
Yes.
Awesome. We have somebody asking that they noticed the Nintendo Switch has the Flex controller. Do you know if it has the same capabilities as the Xbox controller, and have you tried it?
Great question. So we've heard of that controller. We've never actually tested it ourselves, but to the best of our knowledge, we believe it has the same capabilities or similar capabilities as the Xbox adaptive controller. But again, not something that we've tested, but we have heard of it.
We want to, eventually.
Yes.
Do you have a Twitch account or just a YouTube account?
So great questions. Brad, I'll let you get this one.
We have a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And we've been thinking about making a Twitch account, but Brad and I were so busy running a nonprofit that it's tough to find times to be consistent. So if we do ever make a Twitch account, we'll definitely announce it on our social media platforms. But for now, the best way for us to make videos is just for our YouTube. And
Go follow us.
Yeah, go follow us. Yeah, that is the promotion guy. So yeah, you guys want to take a minute and go follow our social medias.
Thanks.
Really appreciated for sure.
Awesome. Looks like the question about the Logitech adaptive controller that was mentioned for the eye tracker regarding available for purchase, I think.
Yeah, so for the eye tracker, anything to do with eye tracking, Brad uses his eye tracker from Toby Dynavox. So he does have this TD Pilot device here. It's an all-in-one eye tracking device. He does also have it's called a PCI 5 eye tracker. So it's like a solo eye tracker that you can put on any desktop computer or any laptop. That's how he plays games like Hyperdot. And then Logitech, they create the adaptive gaming kit. So that's just a kit that has 12 different adaptive switches that plug into the Xbox adaptive controller right here. And this is from Microsoft.
All right, looks like we have a question about a recording available on Facebook for guardians providers. Yes, we will have the recording available on Delaware County Board's YouTube channel. I believe our other county boards will be sharing that as well. It says, are there any options for real-time strategy games on PC?
Ooh, good question. Any options for real-time strategy games? Yeah, to be honest,
Good question.
I'm not sure myself. Brad, do you have any? Ideas? No, well, actually, we'll have to look into that. It's a good question.
Yes.
And if you find any, we can definitely get back to them.
Awesome. Chase, do we have anything on Facebook Live right now?
No questions on Facebook Live right now. Do any of our panelists that have joined us today, any other counties, have any questions right now? While they're thinking, I do have a question. It's not about video games. What other products are you both super happy about right now? Things that excite you, adaptive products that are out there.
What do you think? I knew he was going to choose this one.
A robot vacuum mop and the August smart lock.
Yeah, so he's going to show you guys right here. So since Brad now has access to the entire Apple ecosystem, he can control any of the apps, right? So he has access now to smart home technology. So for example, this vacuum and mop robot we got here at the office, Brad is able to vacuum and mop our floor autonomously. So he just pulls up the app, chooses an area that he wants to mop or vacuum or both. And he presses the play button right there, and then the vacuum mop gets released, and he's able to clean the floors autonomously, which is very empowering. And Brad always makes sure the office floors are squeaky clean. So now he'll show you the August Smart Lock app. So we wanted Brad to have the ability to lock and unlock our office door. So here's the August Smart Lock. So right here, all he has to do is look at that red circle. He looks at it for long enough and it'll turn green. So now our office door just unlocked. He looks at it again. Now it locked the door. So Brad can now control that. Sometimes I go out, I grab a sandwich for lunch, and Brad locks me out, and I can hear him laughing on the other side of the door. That's always hysterical. That he can control all these products, you know. So we just love looking for new smart home technologies that Brad's able to control. We try to make everything here at the office as accessible as possible, and give Brad full control over everything. So in doing so, then we make videos and we showcase and we empower other people with disabilities and give them ideas on trending products that they can use.
Let's see, there was a question about a list of the devices and adaptive equipment that you guys have discussed outside of other, of course, being listed on your website then.
Yeah, so like which ones have we, okay, the ones that we've discussed today?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so basically any of the products that we talked about today or that Brad and I have reviewed personally, if you go on our website, there's a featured category. So you can see all the videos that we made on all the products that we've tested. And we have, it'll link you to our YouTube channel, and we have in-depth product reviews on the gaming kit, on the Xbox adaptive controller. Brad's typing the website right there. So www.allaccesslife.org, and then go to adaptive products and hit on the featured button, and then everything is listed out there from A to Z.
Looks like somebody in the chat from Hancock County had asked about how you guys know each other, if you met in school or knew each other ahead of time.
Yeah, so good question. Brad and I have a very extensive, long story, but we'll give you the condensed version. So I was 19 years old, and I recently paused my studies. I was actually taking business courses, ironically enough, in college. And at the time, I wasn't really interested in it. So I kind of just paused my studies, took a year off, and I took on, Brad needed a full-time integration aide when he went to grade 7, mainstream high school. So I took on the role as Brad's full-time integration aide, and we've literally been attached at the hips now ever since that day 13 years ago. So that was all the way back in 2010. So now we have this office space, we run a nonprofit, we make videos, we play games together. It's just, we have so much fun. And
I'm so thankful for Danny.
yeah, likewise. So Brad and I, we both elevate each other to our fullest potential there. And it's
Yes.
a lot of fun to work together, a lot of fun to showcase these items. And in doing so, we empower others at the same time. So that's what it's all about.
I have a question. What's next for you guys? What do you guys have coming up in the future? What do you guys have planned kind of in the next few years?
A lot of trips.
So that's it. So Brad and I, we just started to do a lot of talks, presentations with Toby Dynavox, talking about all access life, showcasing Brad's eye tracking technology.
Yes.
Goal now is education, whether it's through presentations, whether it's through content creation. Brad and I are all about advocating for these products and showcasing how empowering they can be. So definitely presentations is our main focus right now. And then, yeah, Brad's getting to our 5-year plan here. So we have a 5-year plan.
We eventually want to open up a facility for people with disabilities.
Exactly. So like we were saying, here at the office, Brad has control over everything, the lights, the lock on the door, he can mop the floor and everything. So eventually in the next 5 years, we want to build a facility that's kind of like a living facility that people with disabilities can live at and have like as much autonomy as possible, so through an app, they can choose, what they'd like to eat for dinner. Everything in their room would be like smart home technology and stuff. So that's something that we strive for in the next 5 years. So we're going to keep on educating until we get there. But Brad and I, we always aim really high. We have our slogan here is no limits. So Bradley actually drew the text here on, we actually sell these are running hats. We go to marathons every year. And Brad designed this no limits text here on our running hats with his eye tracker. So yeah, that's our slogan is no limits. So Brad and I always aim really high, and we truly believe there's no limits. You have the proper mindset. So that's why we run these marathons, to showcase to the world that anything is possible. Brad actually runs the last 2 or 3 kilometers of the marathon in his adaptive walker. I pushed him to 40 kilometers, and yeah, it's all about that no limit mindset.
Awesome. Looks like we have a couple other questions. We have somebody asking if you're hiring.
Yeah, amazing. Well, funny enough, we actually are getting to that point. So like we are slowly building our team. So yeah, no, the goal in the next 2-3 years would be to have a team behind us and working with us, and just building all access life to the top, because we have some big goals for sure. So definitely, if you reach out to us, we can see if that lines up with us in the next 2-3 years for sure.
Yes.
Awesome. Another one came in here. We have it listed that you guys are located in Canada. Do you have a sense of how widespread assistive or adaptive technology is used among folks with disabilities there? Would you feel that it's ahead of what you see here in the US or similar?
Nice. That's a really good. Yeah, never got that question before. That's a good question.
I would say that it's a little behind than the US.
Yeah, and I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, for sure a little bit behind, not too far behind, but definitely a little bit behind for sure in terms of like what's readily available.
Yes.
Awesome. Let me see. I'm not seeing any other questions in Zoom. Chase, do we have any on Facebook Live right now?
Nope, not on Facebook Live, but there is one here in the chat. Just asking specifically where in Canada are you two located?
Thank you.
Montreal, Quebec.
I've always wanted to visit, so hopefully you've got a door that you can unlock
Yes.
for me if I come by.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, if you come by, Battle will let you right in, so that'd be awesome. Love to have you.
Definitely.
We just had someone that's popped on and said that they got on really late, and where will a recording of this be available? It will be available on Facebook Live immediately after this, and then also we'll have the YouTube version. We'll send out probably tomorrow. We'll send out a link to everyone who's registered, and then that can be shared wherever anyone would like. Kelly, I think we're all out of questions for today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like we've got all the questions. I was just double checking the chat again. I appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you so much for presenting to us today. That was awesome.
It's totally our pleasure. Whenever it's to do with gaming, it's more than happy to come out and talk. So. Just to mention, I'm going to put.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll put our email in the chat here. So if anybody has any follow-up questions, more than happy to reach out to us through email.
Thank you so much for having us.
team@allaccesslife.org. That would be our email. So if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to us through email, and yeah, Brad and I would be happy to answer those for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
It's our pleasure. Thank you very much for having us. Take care, everyone.